Hey guys, in this video we're going to be seeing about user-defined functions. So what are user-defined functions? User-defined functions are a block of code that can be used multiple times to perform a specific task. Now what is the syntax of a user-defined function? So it goes as follows. Return type, function name, parameter 1, parameter 2, up to parameter n, curly braces, statements, and that's it. Now, the return type is what the function returns. It can be an integer value, a character, a float, etc., etc. The function name is what or how you call the function, the main function, or other functions. Parameter 1 is what you pass to the function. Suppose I want to add two numbers. So parameter 1 will be the first number and parameter 2 will be the second number. A function can have as many parameters as you want or no parameters at all. Same with the return type. If it doesn't return anything, it's a void function. Now let's see how to use it. Now there are two ways to declare a function. One is before the main function. Let's take a look at it now. I want a function that adds two numbers and returns the sum. And the numbers and the sum should be integers. So int add. Now the parameters are of integer type also. Now I use a variable as a parameter. This variable is local to the function. Let me call the variable num1. So if num1 is equal to 10 within the main function, you will get an error because this num1 variable is local to the function, which means after the function is called, the num1 will be deleted, or you can perform operations on num1 only within this function block of code. So the second parameter I'll call num2. Let me initialize another local variable called sum. Now, since we declared a function with a return type of int, it has to return an integer value. Now, how you return something from a function is you use the keyword return, then whatever you want to return, and that is our function. Now, a function can only have one return keyword in it, like our main function returns 0 if it's a success. Now, let me call the function, but to store the value of the function, we need a variable here. Int return value. Now, let me call the function and store it in return value. And let me print the return value to see if we got the correct output. There you can see 5. Now that's one way to declare a user-defined function. Now let's see the other way. The other way is to declare the function after the main function. So we just copy this and delete. There is one exception, however. If you run the code like this, you will get an error. As you know, the C compiler compiles the code line by line. So when it reaches this line, we have given add 3, 2, but the compiler doesn't know what it is yet because the function is after this line. So what we do is known as a prototype, where we give the return type of the function, the name of the function, and the data types of the parameters, not the parameters themselves. Now what this does is it lets the compiler know that there is a block of code called add, and it will search it and get to this line and execute it. So this is known as a prototype, and when the compiler gets here, it already knows that there is a block of code called add because of this prototype, and the control will go to this block, and the statements inside the code will be executed and returned. Now let's save it and run it. See, you can see 5. So those are about user-defined functions, how to declare them, how to use them. Thanks for watching.